We live in a society where people say respect and acknowledge and live in such a way that recognizes my sin as something good, celebrate that something good, and then they also still claim to be Christians, to be godly, to be Christ followers. You hear people that every other word out of their mouth is a cuss word, still claim to be Christ followers. You see people living, practicing sexual immorality, still claim to be Christ followers. And for us, we hear the message in our culture that says love, you gotta love, you gotta love, you just gotta love, you gotta love, man, it's love, it's love. And they've confused real love with a worldly love that accepts sin as normality. In Ephesians chapter 5, verse 1, we read this: "But follow God's example, therefore, as dearly loved children, and walk in the way of love, just as Jesus loved us and gave himself up for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God." So if we're loving God and loving each other as God loved us, that means offering up ourselves in sacrifice and holiness, which is why they use the word fragrant. That's why the Apostle Paul uses the word fragrant here, because it sets itself apart. It's wonderful. It smells great. It's just on a pedestal of just standing out, which is our spirituality and holiness. But this is usually where people quit reading, and I don't want you to quit reading here. So let's look at this. It says, "But among you there must not be even a hint of sexual immorality, or any kind of impurity, or of greed, because these are improper for God's holy people." "Nor should there be obscenity, foolish talk, or coarse joking, which are out of place, but rather thanksgiving. For of this you can be sure, no immoral, impure, or greedy person, such as a person as an idolater, has any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of such things God's wrath comes on those who are disobedient. Therefore do not be partners with them." Do not be fooled into thinking that Christianity is just showing up for church, going and practicing any of these sins, and then thinking that God is okay with it. That's not it. Lay it at the foot of the cross. Go to the altar Sunday, lay it down. Lay it down today at the spiritual altar that is in your house that God has offered us. Do not practice these sins and think that you are okay with God. There is no place. It says there is no place for a hint of these in God's house and in God's kingdom. Don't be fooled. We are helpless and hopeless without Jesus, and we desperately need the Holy Spirit to lead us because of who we are as humans, as sinners in need of the grace of God. We're all in the same boat, and we all need the same